on Angelina Grimke. I often think of her, dying alone in an apartment in New York City, while I was a young Black lesbian in isolation not too far away. And I think of what it could have meant in terms of sisterhood and survival for each of us to have known of the other's existence, for me to have had her words, and for her to have known I needed them, that we are not alone. Audre Lorde. This is Adrienne Marie Brown. You're listening to the Season 1 finale of Red for Revolution, the audio drama. I invite you to travel across time for a multi-generational story of love and liberation. For accessibility, transcripts are available at redforrevolution.com. This episode contains adult content and features references to substance abuse and suicidal ideation. Listener discretion advised. Last episode, tensions between Jazmine and her mother reached a boiling point, unearthing some painful family history. With the help of Grandma Ella, the three women worked to confront intergenerational homophobia. Meanwhile, back in 1971, Ella was arrested for a crime she did not commit, and Lorraine was forced to make a difficult decision. Without further ado, let's continue our story.
So, I came out to my mother about a month ago. It was a disaster. I regret ever saying anything, and I think I might even resent my grandmother a little for encouraging me to tell my parents. Ever since I started living my truth, my mom has been avoiding me. After my conversation with Mommy, I can't help but think of how she ended up so traumatized. I have my own trauma to work through, so I'd rather not spend so much time concerning myself with hers, but alas, here we are. Mommy, do you have a minute?
Sure. What's up?
Can you do me a favor?
It depends on the favor.
Well, I want you to read this aloud.
What is it?
Just read it, please.
Jazz, what is this? I'm not...
Mommy, please, could you please read it for me?
Okay. Oh, Ella. Wait, do you want me to start from the beginning, like the top of it? Ella Ali, 18 East 127th Street, New York, New York, 10035, October 18, 1970. Oh, Ella. Please tell me I said thank you. I've been running around, breastfeeding around the clock, losing my mind. I didn't realize it was going to be like this. I hope I said thank you at least once. I surely owe you a proper thanks. Suzanne loves the giraffe you gave her. And I don't know what I would have done had you not come over to help me. I know you weren't very happy when I told you I was pregnant, so it meant a lot to me that you showed up and made the trip, especially since you don't care for traveling. I hope your time with us calmed any of the worries you previously held. I'd love for Suzanne to have more, but she has what she needs. Vincent has been so good with her. She is surrounded by love. Oh, Ella, I just love this child. I love Suzanne so much. I've never been happier. She puts a smile on my face, and I put a smile on hers. She laughs and smiles just as much as she cries. I didn't realize it would be like this. I didn't realize there would be so much joy. I wonder if I was just as happy as a baby. I can't imagine that. The joy I felt growing up was as fleeting as justice. Ella, for the first time in my life, I felt happy every single day. I never dreamed of such a thing. I truly hate that I ever feared this world would be too broken for a child. My child. So many of us have that fear. You have it, Ella. Suzanne, she's the reason we struggle, you know? She's going to bear witness to the freedom we stay up all night talking about. I just know it. Her generation won't have to run and hide from love the way I've run from you. I'm sorry for that. You deserve better. I wish for you love, the kind that Aretha, Etta James, and Lorraine Giovanni sing about. And I pray you find it soon. Suzanne needs more than one auntie, one who can actually cook, someone your mother would approve of. I know you say that you don't want children, though I wonder if your time with Suzanne has changed your mind. You were so good with her, and she just loves you. She cried for hours after you left. I've told her you're fighting to make her world better, and that you'll be back soon. I hope you don't make us wait too long before your next visit. I promise I won't be such a pain next time, and I'll surely do all the cooking. I'm grateful for all of your help. Well, most of it. Thank you for the love you've given my daughter. She'll always have love more than I can even imagine. And if that's the only thing I can guarantee, I would have done what I was put on this earth to do quite well. With love, Joe.
Mommy, we can't keep going backwards. I usually look forward to interviewing my grandma, but today I'm not ready to hear how her and her relationship with Lorraine ended. While I can't help but wonder what made them go their separate ways and why they haven't spoken in decades, I don't think I really want to know the answer to these questions, but my grandma wants to finish telling her story, and I'm not going to stop her. So you parted ways, and then Lorraine sang the saddest Sondheim song. That can't be the last time that you saw each other.
Well, no, it wasn't.
Oh, thank God.
But our final encounter wasn't a walk in the park.
Ella! She's in the bathroom. She'll be out in a minute. You want some help with the baby?
I got it, Leroy.
You off somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going to Paris and then Italy, Venice. I got a show in Copenhagen, I think.
How cosmopolitan.
Oh, Lorraine. What are you doing here?
You would know if you answered my calls.
Oh, Suzanne. What's wrong, my love? She's gotten so big.
She's the reason why I'm here. I was hoping you could watch after her while I'm on this tour. The road ain't a great place for a child.
I thought you said a baby shouldn't be raised in a house full of revolutionaries.
I said she shouldn't be raised in a house full of delusional motherfuckers that keep trying to get themselves killed.
Huh. Right. I must have erased that from my memory.
I was just trying to talk some sense into you. You just got out of jail. And now you're doing the same stupid shit that'll have the government coming after your ass all over again.
This shit I'm doing, we're doing, it's creating change the kind Suzanne deserves. Do you want her to live in the same violent world we've been living in?
I just want to know if you'll keep the girl until I come back.
And when will that be?
2 more months. Maybe 3.
I'll keep her. Me and my delusional comrades will take good care of her.
Goodbye, Suzanne. Ella. Goodbye.
Lorraine was always on some bullshit. Excuse my French. Sometimes she could be so selfish. She never wanted to take care of your mother, and she knew that when she dropped her off. She didn't have the courage to be honest with me or herself.
I never went back for Suzanne. I figured she'd be better off with Ella. I knew I wasn't the mothering type, which is why I did what I did. Maybe that was unfair to Ella, but I don't regret it.
What do you regret?
I would need a bottle of red to answer that one, but I've been sober for 36 years, and thinking about regretting ain't worth my sobriety.
Oh, now regret is a long-ass road, and it's not wise to go down it.
Grandma, why haven't you tried to get in touch with Lorraine?
Who says I haven't tried?
So you have?
I've been tempted, but I know nothing good can come from disrupting the lives we've made for ourselves.
Do you still have feelings for Lorraine?
I don't know. I really don't know her now.
Mom, we're recording.
Your father and I have something for you.
It's time we take a break anyway.
What's this?
Open the envelope and see.
These are plane tickets. Oh my god. What? Wait, I can't believe you actually came to my persistence.
Begging.
I've been asking to do an annual trip in Paris for like years.
Well, we're proud of you.
Yeah, and I figured we should take this vacation while you still want to do it with us. Soon you're going to be traveling the world with your college friends.
Grandma, are you going too?
You know how your grandmother feels about flying. But she's coming with us.
Oh my god. I'm so excited. Like, we have to do the James Baldwin tour. We have to do Canal St. Martin. I hear it's beautiful. And there's this girl that I follow online, and she has this great crepe place in the 10th. I have to ask her about that. And then I can ask Adrienne about this bakery that she, like, loved when she went there.
How about you get packed first?
Oh my god. I can't believe my parents surprised me with a trip to Paris. I'm so excited, but I'm even more excited to discover that Lorraine will be in Paris while we're there. The story writes itself. I couldn't write a better one if I tried. So she'll be performing at the Paris Jazz Festival. So you know what I have to do, right?
Hey, Jazz, what's up?
Adrienne, hi. Well, I just wanted to call because I have some crazy news.
Oh, so do I, actually.
Okay, mine is good news.
Mine isn't so great.
Oh my god, is everything okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's your news?
No. What, let's do the bad news first.
Okay. Jazz, I really care about you.
Me too, I care about you a lot too.
So, I think we should just be friends.
Just be... You're like my best friend, for sure.
Right. Yeah, I just think that that's all we should be.
Okay. What changed? Did I do something?
No, you didn't do anything. It's just I want to keep my options open. Romantically. Hello?
Yeah, I get that. Sorry. My mom's calling. She's yelling at me about the dishes, so I gotta go. I don't wanna know where you go when we're not alone together. I just pray that you'll be patient with me. I don't wanna know where you go when we're not alone together. But I can't make you wait on me. I can't love you the way that I should. So don't go waiting on me. But that don't mean I wanna know who holds you when you're not with me. I don't wanna know who smiles at you, and if you smile at them too, or if you save these smiles for your one true love. I don't wanna know what you do when you get cold, when I can be the one who keeps you warm. So I don't wanna know where you go when we're not alone together. So I just pray that you'll be patient with me. Our love, it can last longer than the memory live, as long as this song I keep singing until you come back to me. So I don't wanna know where you go when we're not alone together. So I just pray that you'll be patient with me.
Jazz, I brought you a plate before your father eats all the lasagna.
Thanks.
I see you've barely packed.
I'll get to it later.
Before or after we board the plane. My dear, I don't want you to let this breakup dim your excitement for this trip.
How did you know me and Adrian broke up?
You didn't come down for dinner, even though your dad made your favorite meal, and you've been playing that sad Lorraine song all day.
What? She has the best sad songs.
Well, it's time to pause, Lorraine, pack your bags, and perk up. We're going to the city of love. You might just find romance in the Paris air.
Or maybe you will.
I don't know about that.
final boarding call for Flight 325B to Paris, France.
I love Paris in the springtime. I love Paris in the fall. I love Paris in the winter when it drizzles. I love Paris in the summer when it sizzles. I love Paris every moment, every moment of the year. I love Paris. Why, oh, why do I love Paris? Because my love is near.
We've been waiting here long enough. I'm ready to go.
No, Mom, we have to stick to our itinerary.
Jazz, we've done everything you wanted to do ever since we landed. I'm taking over now.
You want to try that steakhouse we walked by?
Oh, yes. The food looks so good.
No, we can't. I already bought tickets for the show.
What show, Jazz? You haven't given us any information about this show.
We've been having a good time thus far, so can you please just trust that everything I planned will be just as fun?
I think I would have more fun with food in my system. Y'all can stay. I'm gonna go find something to eat.
I'm coming with you, babe. Mom, do you want to come?
No, Grandma has to stay. I mean, Grandma, I'd like you to stay because one of your favorite artists is performing.
Which one?
We'll see you two back at the hotel.
Grandma, I'll be right back. I'm gonna see what's taking so long. It'll be quick. Miss Giovanni? Hello, bonjour. I'm
Jazmine? Oh, it's so lovely to meet you in person. Welcome to Paris. How you liking the city?
I love it. I mean, we all love it. My parents and my grandmother are here. My grandmother is waiting outside.
Let's not keep her waiting. All right, I'm ready to meet my biggest fan.
Surprise! Reunited! Oh my God! Love! How do we feel? Grandma, your mouth is open. Grandma? Hello? Oh God.
Ella Ali? Is your grandmother?
Yes. Yeah, she is, and she's told me a lot about you.
Oh dear.
It's been all love, though, for the most part. Right, Grandma? Okay, I'm getting concerned about my grandmother's sudden inability to say words. I should go find my parents. I'll be right back.
Ella Ali.
Forgive me. I haven't eaten.
You never were good at making sure you got all your meals in. Are you just going to stare at me? I know I've aged well, but that's to be expected.
You were always so confident. I can't believe I can't believe that. That granddaughter of mine.
Wait, what do you mean you set her up with her ex?
Not her ex, her soulmate, Lorraine.
Where's your grandmother? Why isn't she with you now?
She's back safe with Lorraine. I mean, you should have saw her. Grandma just completely froze.
Of course she froze. What else would you expect?
She might still be frozen.
Oh, Jazmine, I swear, if you make my mama have a heart attack...
All right now, calm down. No one is having a heart attack.
I would hug you, but I'm afraid I might mess up your sequins.
Oh, I don't care about that. I never imagined I'd ever get to see you, touch you again. I wrote, I called, I sent holiday cards. You never responded.
Well, Lorraine, I couldn't keep getting my heart broken, then repaired and broken again. You can only heal the heart so many times before it doesn't beat anymore.
I can feel your heart. It's beating fast.
Well, you might remember, I don't care much for surprises. And this is the type that could send me into cardiac arrest.
Now don't do that. Not when I finally have you in my arms.
Lorraine, my hair is stuck on your sequins.
Oh, hold on.
Shit.
I got it off. Sorry about that.
You don't have to apologize. You don't have anything to be sorry for.
I don't know about that.
No, we didn't know better back then. We didn't know much of anything at all in our youth.
But I knew I loved you.
Loved?
I never stopped loving you.
Neither did I.
Then why have you stayed so distant all these years?
You went on and dedicated your life to the Lord. You stopped sending cards about that time, so I figured you'd have to hate me to be right with the Lord.
That wouldn't be very Christ-like.
Well, you know church folks can be hateful.
Not all of us are bigots, Ella.
I don't necessarily think tolerant is that much better.
Kids today aren't as closed-minded as our generation. I've actually officiated several LGB,
TQIA plus.
Yes, yes. I've done all kinds of weddings at my church.
How wonderful. How's that been?
Sometimes it's hard for me to see these young folks get to live the life we didn't get to have. I don't know if that's my fault or if it was just the time. Maybe I should have worked harder to defy the time. That's what you always kept trying to get me to do.
Well, it's not your fault.
We haven't seen each other in decades. Decades, Ella. Of solitude, of not seeing you, feeling you, trying to forget you.
I tell Jazmine all the time, it's not wise to go down the road of regret. But you already know that. There's no need to regret a thing when you can still have everything you want.
What if I want to spend the rest of my life with you?
Oh, sorry to interrupt, Lorraine. It's your turn to do your sound check.
Ella, why don't you come listen? Let me know what you think about my new song.
What new song?
It's one I've been writing for a while. What do you say, Ella? It'll be like old times.
I think I'd like that.
When I set out to make a podcast about my grandmother's love life, I had a lot of fear. I was afraid of re-traumatizing my grandmother. I feared that Lorraine would be a diva and come for my entire life. I was afraid to come out to my parents, and I regretted it soon after. I was afraid to tell Adrian how I felt about her, and I regret that too. I was afraid to reunite my grandmother, Ella Ali, with the love of her life, Lorraine Giovanni. I thought it would be a disaster. And even though I carried all of those fears, I knew this endeavor was important. But I didn't know why until I saw my grandma standing in the front row of that concert hall in Paris, with tears in her eyes, as she listened to the rain profess her love through song in front of thousands of people.
Paris, s'il vous plaît, applaudissez pour la première dame des chansons d'humour, Mademoiselle Lorraine Giovanni.
When the waves begin to rumble, I can't calm the sea. I can't rush the winter. I can only wait for spring. No matter how cold the wind might be, I can't call the sun to warm me. But the thought of you ignites the flame, and my love burns for you. I can't make the stars shine. These are matters for the divine. I can't command the morning, awaken the night. I can't summer the summer, delay the fall. I can only listen to my heart's call, and it's calling on me to love you. I dare to love you. I don't have the wisdom to count the clouds or the power to make them disappear. But I know that I love you with all my heart, and I dare to love you. There's no prophecy to fulfill, no book to write. The thing about love is you just have to trust life. I don't know what time will bring me, or what it might take away. I just know that I dare to love you. Yes, I dare to love you. I love you with all of my heart.
Thank you for listening to Red for Revolution. Love is in the air. Claim it, give it, receive it, and repeat. Red for Revolution was created, written, and directed by Jana Naomi Smith, with musical direction by Tammy L. Hall and sound design by Colin Gerald Thomas. The series was executive produced by Renee Wilson, Jana Smith, and Meta Mana Media, and produced by Liz McBee. This episode featured performances by Jordan Hull as Jazmine James, S. Ipatha Murkison as Ella Ali, present day, Loretta Devine as Lorraine Giovanni, present day, Rutina Wesley as Ella Ali in the 1970s, Renee Wilson as Lorraine Giovanni in the 1970s, Jennifer Beals as Suzanne Sands, Alami Ballard as Leroy, Caro Guzman as Adrian, Malachi Roden as Miles James, Ashley J. Hobbs as airline announcer, Matthew Quitney as stage manager, Christine Angelique as Paris Music Festival announcer, and this is Adrian Marie Brown, your sonic guide to this experience. Our associate producers were Jordan Hull, Adrian Snag, and Vanessa E. Williams.
For Radiotopia Presents, Yori Lasordo is the managing producer. Audrey Mardovich is the executive producer. Red for Revolution is part of Radiotopia Presents, a podcast feed that debuts limited-run, artist-owned series from new and original voices. Listen and subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our Red for Revolution band includes Tammy L. Hall on piano, Coffee Brown on electric bass, Ruth Davies on acoustic bass, Ruthie Price on drums, Kristen Strom on saxophone and flute, and percussionist Vicki Randall. All original music written and composed by Tammy L. Hall and Jana Naomi Smith. Our assembly editor was Jana Naomi Smith. Our production assistants were Shantae Robinson, Paige Lewis, Taylor Wuthry, Hortense Lingyarde, Destiny Stewart, Mariah Brown, Danuta Januszewski. Our readers were Caro Guzman, Miles A.G., Renee Wilson, Shirley Jordan, Malachi Roden, Janessa St. Pierre, Ashley J. Hobbs, Rachel Jarvis, Christine Angelique. Our script supervisors were Caro Guzman, Maura Fallon, and Rachel Jarvis. Our session photographers were Bethany Hines, Vic Rincon, and G. Grinmald Alves. Additional behind-the-scenes content was provided by Shantae Robinson, Caro Guzman, Paige Lewis, Hortense Lingyarde, Rachel Jarvis, Mariah Brown, Renee Wilson, Jana Naomi Smith, Liz McBee, Jennifer Beals, Danuta Januszewski, Christine Angelique, Adrian Marie Brown, David Hill, and Aurelia Belfield. Our consultants were Ari Golden, Caro Guzman, Sound Made Public, Rachel Jarvis, S.J. DiMatteo. Our COVID compliance officers were Elliot Saldivar and Ali Foster. Our studio engineers were David Corwin, Carl Force, Michael McDonald, Will Reyes, Bill Sigmund, Gabriel Shepard, Tyler Shields, and David Hill. Our studio managers were Eric Johnson, Dave Nelson, Kevin Campbell, Keith Munson, Jean Turner, and David Corwin. Our studio support staff were Camille Hoffman, Christy Kiani, Jean Turner, Anita Hallberg, and Aurelia Belfield. Our Black-owned vendors for this project were Rooted Floral Design, Sava de Jacmel, L'Etoile Apothecary, and Affirmation Jewelry. Our branding and marketing team was BWB, Casey Carroll and Kate Fitzpatrick, Tiana Buchanan, and Brooke Harton. R for R was recorded at 25th Street Recording in Oakland, California, East West Studios in Los Angeles, California, War Drum Mixing Studios in Savannah, Georgia, Patches Sound in Los Angeles, California, Pinewood Sound in Vancouver, British Columbia, Outpost Studios in San Francisco, California, Digital Island Studios in New York, New York, Lime Studios in Los Angeles, California, and Trailblazer Studios in Raleigh, North Carolina. The music featured in this episode includes I Love Paris, written by Cole Porter, performed by Loretta Devine, courtesy of Warner Chappell Music Incorporated. I Don't Want to Know, original composition by Tammy L. Hall and Jana Naomi Smith, performed by Jordan Hall. Dare to Love, original composition by Tammy L. Hall and Jana Naomi Smith, performed by Loretta Devine. The team behind Red for Revolution would like to thank everyone who helped bring this project to life. To view the complete credit and gratitude list, please see the show notes or visit redforrevolution.com. Thank you for listening to Red for Revolution, an audio drama. We hope you enjoyed traveling across time with us. While this chapter of R for R is coming to a close, the revolution isn't over. We look forward to bringing more stories your way. In the meantime, follow us on social media, sign up for our newsletter, and visit our website for support resources, event information, and 1970s historical tidbits. This has been your Sonic Goddess, Adrienne Marie Brown, signing off.